You're watching Let's Chat.
Well, April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and I'm so proud to be here today with my great friends from Partnership for Families, Children, and Adults. Thank you for coming in today, CEO Kevin Hyde and my friend Carmen Hudson with Victim Support Services. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So unless you've been under a rock, you might not be aware of all the wonderful things Partnership does for the community, the whole region, really. So Kevin, please give us a background about Partnership.
Well, thank you. Partnership, we've been around since 1877. And in the biggest sense, we serve the most needy and vulnerable in our community across all generations, and including our victim support services, particularly those who are victims of sexual assault and rape. And that's what we're talking about in this month of Sexual Assault Awareness.
What is the goal of this month, and why is awareness so critical?
Well, it's very important because when you start out and just think that once every 68 seconds nationwide, someone is the victim of sexual assault. And that's kind of a staggering thing. So with Sexual Assault Awareness Month, we're wanting people to be aware, because you can't solve a problem unless you're aware of it. And then ultimately all that leads to prevention. So that's really why we're advocating for awareness of sexual assault, and of course our team who does so much, and Carmen's team, to take care of people who are the survivors of sexual assault and rape.
And those statistics we have are just the tip of the iceberg, because that's only really what's reported. Is that right?
That's correct. A large number of sexual assault and rapes are unreported every year. And I would venture to say that every person in our community knows someone who has been impacted by sexual assault and rape. So being aware of it, understanding the resources that are available so that we can lead to prevention is what we're all about this month.
What services do we offer to support survivors of this?
Well, there's two key services. The first one is our Crisis Hotline, and that number is 423 755 2700. And that number is 24/7, where people can call and connect with our team of advocates and people who care about them and will help them through the crisis that they're experiencing in their life. The second is our Rape Crisis Center, which is also 24/7, providing full spectrum services from exams to advocacy to counseling, therapy, and wraparound services that help the people who are victims transition to become survivors.
And I've had the privilege of touring it, and may I testify, the Rape Crisis Center, of how beautiful and peaceful and safe it feels. You know, there's dim lighting. It's almost like a peaceful, quiet living room for survivors of such a horrible, act, to sort of sit quietly before, investigations take place. But then, like you said, you take care of these people all the way through the years following that tragedy. So thank you so much, Carmen. Let's say someone experiences sexual assault. What does it look like for them to get connected to Partnership, maybe starting from the very beginning?
Well, the most important part is for them to call our hotline, which is 423 755 2700. And at that point, they will be connected to an advocate. And so when they come to visit us at the center, the advocate will meet with them. They will talk to them about what to expect. We provide forensic medical exams for individuals who have experienced sexual assault. So if they're coming in for one of the exams, we discuss with them, what to expect, and then they meet with the nurse, who is a sexual assault nurse examiner, and they're trained to be able to do the forensic medical exams. And so then the nurse will meet with them and talk to them about their what happened, their sexual assault, but also like how they are physically, or are there any medical complaints that they need to address first.
So how can we better support them, this month and beyond?
So first, I would say start by believing them. I think 1 out of 3 will actually report to law enforcement. So it's really important that we start by believing them to break the stigma, and so that more perpetrators will actually see some jail time. But then also getting more information about the resources in our community, whether it's the Rape Crisis Center or hotline or other resources that they can refer individuals to. But also, it's just really important to understand that usually, as far as like identifying any kind of behavior changes that they may be experiencing, that we need to address and kind of ask the questions, you know, what's going on and how can we help?
Thank you, Carmen. As we wrap up, Kevin, could you tell me quickly about some local restaurants that have partnered with Partnership real quick?
Right, I believe they're on our screen right now, and I will tell you partnershipfca.com also has that information.
Perfect.
But 3 of our restaurants during Sexual Assault Awareness Month are helping us out. Please go to them, and they're donating a part of their proceeds on the dates that are listed on the screen. Dos Bros, Honey Seed, and Little Mama's Hoagies. Thank you to them and all of our other partners who help support Carmen and their team this month.
Thank you both for coming on and what you do. You heard it here, partnershipfca.com, their 24-hour hotline, 423-755-2700. Go check out their website to see how you can support this amazing nonprofit. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Thanks for having us.